So what are your expectations for UPS? I mean, I was highlighting the U.S. domestic package business. That includes, e-commerce and things like that. What are you looking for in this result?
Great question. So, we're going to see results in an hour, but I think really what we're concerned with is you had planned for the process. They're about to give up 50% of Amazon's business, right? So you've got about $11 billion worth of revenues. You're going to work about half of that off over the next 6 quarters. So they had planned to shrink the network around that. They also have an adoption of some U.S. Postal Service business that they had on their network. They're absorbing 100% of that into their network. So we're looking at that conversion as well. So they had planned expenses around that. So while that was going on, you then have this other dynamic of the tariffs and decelerating business in the first quarter. You had some weather events early on. I think they adjusted to the weather maybe in January, but then as February and March got along and we started seeing the impact of tariffs, you now had volumes come in a little bit more. So we were expecting a below consensus report as they get set to report this morning.
Ken, on Friday, I was filling on another show, the Halftime Report, and we were looking at Saia. 30% a drop on Friday after earnings, citing some macro uncertainty. We saw a big decline when it came to revenues. A lot of people are wondering, is that a read-through to some of the other transport stocks? Is it a read-through to UPS? Is it a read-through to C.H. Robinson? The reports this week, biggest freight mover from Asia to the U.S. Is it a read into XPO, another LTL trucker?
I certainly think there's concern amongst the less than truckload trucking companies. So the LTLs, companies like you mentioned, XPO and Old Dominion, that as we have moved past the yellow bankruptcy, we're a year beyond it, but we're still within the freight recession. There was concern about pricing, and Saia had some negative yields sequentially, and that kind of brought up the concern that, wow, maybe there is some price competition going on amongst some of the businesses to win some share while we're still in this freight recession. That took a sizable hit to Saia, and I think that there's certainly concern with those that are left. We did not see it to that same extent at Old Dominion, the leader that is still focused on pricing, but we do see it at the bottom end of the group, some other companies within the world that are seeing a little bit of price chasing in order to win some volumes in this very weak economic backdrop. You mentioned C.H. Robinson, completely different company. There you're looking at somebody who can actually take advantage of low spot prices. So C.H. Robinson is a freight broker. That means they don't own the trucks. They use other people's trucks. And so when they're buying on the spot price and they've got contracts with customers, that means they're finding assets that are cheaper to use, and C.H. Robinson can actually take advantage of that. You could see some boost to those margins as they're able to buy capacity for a cheaper price.
Can I ask you about the transport space going forward? We continue to see these reports of containers coming to the U.S. slowing down very dramatically. After this quarter, what is your outlook when it comes to transport stocks? Of course, they really rely on that freight coming in, not only from Asia, but other parts of the world, and tariff seems to be disrupting that flow.
Well, one thing you and I have always talked about, Frank, is that we don't make anything. We just move it within transportation, and certainly you're seeing a lot less move. As you know, we do a truck shipper survey every 2 weeks, and it is broken below 50 levels. It hasn't broken aside from once for 2 years. That's a big concern, right? That's a signal of what shippers expect economic activity going forward. As you mentioned, the port data coming from China is down anywhere from 40 to 60% based on the week. That means in 3-4 sailing weeks, when it gets here in mid-May, we're going to see, I think, a huge pocket of freight. So we need to set policy, right? Once we get some policy set, and I think trade resumes, but in the interim, you're certainly seeing some of that lack of volume moving, and that is concerning for freight shippers like the rails, trucks, and some of the others that move that freight inland becomes an increasing concern.